Hello everybody, this is day 13 and today I am drawing the lionfish, one of my favourite fish. A bit difficult because except for the stripes there's not a lot of things going on. Most of him is quite see-through, his fins are quite see-through, but again quite striking and quite fun to do. And as I close my studio door and look back at the picture, I'm becoming quite excited at the prospect of this being finished. I do think it's going to look pretty good, and it's inspired me to think about maybe doing another subject of 30 things, and this time I might do insects because, like the fish, their patterns kind of lend themselves to the subject on one piece of paper. I think they would be quite striking as well, so I'm quite looking forward to doing that. And today I bought the paper for the oh, my mind's gone to sleep. To do the hair, the moonraker hair, so I'm quite excited about getting that done as well. So things are slowly on the move. I've not been too well over the weekend either, so it's been a little bit of a struggle doing these. And once you start a challenge like this, you do feel kind of guilty if you feel poorly, and so I have gone in, and that's why I did the big fish, because I thought if I'm going to make all that effort, I may as well do one of the monumental fish. And I must admit, this has given me a taste for drawing again, something that I don't do that often, or maybe not enough. I do an awful lot of drawing for planning for my clients, the people I do drawing with, but I don't actually draw a lot for myself. So it's going to be fun investigating drawing for myself and doing a bit more drawing for myself as well. And I must admit, drawing does improve when you do it every day. Well, your inking improves with Inktober, and there are some amazing Inktober's out there at this moment. Some of them have really blown my mind. It is amazing, but some of them can be intimidating because you feel that you're not as good as other people. And that is one thing I always tell my students, that while you're looking over at somebody else's thinking, my God, that is amazing, they are also looking at you thinking, I wish I'd done that, or aren't they as good? Nobody is ever satisfied with whatever they produce. And I think we in Britain are the first to pull ourselves apart when it comes to negativity. We never seem to look at the positive. So if anything to come from this is, people are on all different paths of their journey. Some are further than others. Some hit on some fabulous ideas. Some of them are working through techniques and things that they want to work on, and it's an opportunity. So of course they're going to be further up their journey than what we are. But that's not what this is about. This is about your own personal journey and what you get from this. And each time I do something, it's something that I'm learning about, whether the paper's too wet, or the pen's too dark, or I'm not getting enough colour, or did I draw it out right. So there's a lot of things there for me to work on, which is brilliant, because as the winter nights are coming, well, I work most of the nights with students, but as I've got time to reflect and think about what I want to take forward from this. And when you get to do a collective like this, I find for me this time round, I'm much more excited about having a complete picture at the end of it, rather than a load of little pieces of pictures, unless you're going to make like a little zine out of it in the future, which some artists are doing because they're much more established on YouTube than I am. But I was thinking about finding out how much it would be to get this picture put into print, how much it would be and if it's worth my while. So if anybody out there in YouTube land would be interested in maybe having a print of this picture, don't hesitate to say, and I can do some inquiries on how much it would cost, and how much it would cost to produce, and how much it would be to put it out there. So do let me know. I was thinking about doing one for giving one to the local fish shop round by me as well. You know, all the different fish you got, because I think that'd be quite interesting to have that up in a fish, not a fish and chip shop, but a marine fish shop. You know, where you buy live fish from. I think it'd be quite interesting up there on their wall, all the different fish that there is. And my God, there are a lot of fish that we're not aware of. You know, when you start to do the research for this kind of project, you do begin to see all the hundreds of thousands of different types of fish that there is. And one of my little students, he turned around and said that when he grew up, he would like to be a marine biologist, because we know less about our oceans than we do the moon. Isn't that interesting? You know, to think that that's on our doorstep, and it's cheaper to explore than go into the moon, and it'd be environmentally safer to explore the ocean. And there are probably fish in that ocean that are becoming extinct that we won't even know about, that are extinct in our lifetime. You know, it's an interesting concept of all these different fish. And I'm just looking at my hair here, and I know I didn't style my hair to look like the lionfish. But yeah, like I say, this is a marvelous time, month to do a project like this. And like I say, I would like to work out how many hours that this picture actually does take to do, because you are seeing it in the speeded up version. And I am sat here now about to have a cup of tea and a rest after producing this lionfish, because I mean, it's a big fish to tackle. My dog is sticking their nose on my chest saying, "What are you talking to, Mum? Who are you talking to?" I don't know who you're talking to. They weren't my companions today in the studio, because they've got a bit wet from their walk earlier. And if you've seen the video of where I got my inspiration from, that's where my dogs go for a walk nearly every day out there, and they were splashing around in puddles, which was awesome. So anyway, from me and the lionfish, until tomorrow, take care, much love. Do comment, like, thumbs up, and best of all, if you're not already, be a subby. And for those of you that have subbed, thank you very, very much. Bye bye.